Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What's going on, guys? I wanted to talk a little bit about Mili and some of the songs from Limba's company, and specifically Tian Tian and Saikai, because if you watch my reaction to those, I had a little bit of like an emotional reaction, which a lot of people have said is normal. But it went a little bit deeper and it had a little bit of extra context for me at the moment, because just before we did those reactions, if you look here, I was actually getting a phone call. Let me move my face a second. I was actually getting a phone call from the hospital that I've got to go in for surgery. Because I've had a hernia that I've had for years now. Years. I got it when I was roofing, basically. And I've just not got it sorted. But recently, I've been feeling it's giving me niggles and I wanted to get it sorted. So I had surgery booked in. And they actually called me about 10 minutes before I listened to the Mili songs. And obviously, you're going in for surgery. It's a bit of a big deal, right? It's a sort of normal procedure, but still, any sort of surgery carries risks. And going through this list of songs, was a ride. And then specifically, when we got to Tian Tian and Saikai, I got emotional in the Saikai part. Didn't cry. I didn't cry. Maybe welled up a little bit. I didn't cry though, but it really hit me, specifically in the context of my missus, right? I love her to bits. And I think following on from the journey of hope and despair, and then into Tian Tian, which is definitely a song about the fleeting essence of life, right? The mortality as human beings, how life is fleeting, but at the same time, that shortness and the uniqueness of life makes it so beautiful and something that you should attempt to celebrate. And the actual fact that life is so fleeting makes it even more beautiful, worth celebrating. Enjoy every moment as much as you possibly can. Drink it all in, the good, the bad, and everything in between. The bad times make the good times better, if you will. But also that enjoy the experience of what life is. It's the one you get, and it's the only one you get, and it's a magnificent thing to experience and do it to the best of your ability. It's not about money. It's not about chasing everything. It's about just taking a moment here and there to look at what's around you and the people around you and drinking it in, and how important that is in life. Especially as you get a little bit older, time starts to go quicker, the perception of time at least anyway, and you appreciate that even more. And when I was going in for my surgery, I was lying on the bed, the anaesthetist around me, they was doing the thing, they was plugging me up and telling me what was going to happen. And it's not the first time I've been into surgery, right? So, but it was, all I could think about was my family and Rosie. And these songs were coming into my head, which it's had kind of a profound impact on me, which is something that I've never had from a gacha game ever before. And it's something that I'll probably never forget now when it comes to the Mili songs. And I just want to say thank you to them for creating such beautiful music. Thank you to the people who introduced me to Limba's company. And thank you for the people who told me to listen to these, because I've had a few people comment, you should have waited till you got to in the game. This was perfect for me because it had such a profound effect on me, especially as we was going through Saikai, because, the lyrics in the song and the theme and the just gorgeous vocals as well, mixing with the music, just really got me thinking about Rosie. The reunion aspect of it, like the fear of loss for me was a big feeling that I found through that, because Saikai actually means reunion or meeting again, doesn't he? So I think that was going through my head as I was about to get knocked out, right? Because obviously, routine surgery, but you never know what can happen, right? You have to sign consent forms for a reason, right? And there was that thing of like, oh, if I never wake back up again, that music and the people I loved were just flooding through my head. And it was, as I say, it was incredibly profound for me. It's, I do want to go back and listen to these songs again once I've got more of the context for the game as well, to get my own context or the context of the game. But it almost doesn't matter for me now, in a sense, because these have become so intrinsically relatable to me that it's almost separated them from the game. When you just look at like these sort of lyrics here, let the memories play back, I know I must step up, you deserve the world and more, the truth is that you'd rather spend our limited time together, protection alone is not enough, Voiding cannot fill an empty cup thirsting for love. And like, I'm lucky. I've got the best friend in my girl that I could ever dream of. And all she wants to do is spend as much time together. And I was saying, like, we do spend a lot of time together, right? And I do my best for her. But while I was streaming, all I was thinking is, I need to spend more time with her. I have to spend more time with her. And as I said, I was going into surgery, that became even more profound, that your loved ones, my family and Rosie, that these are people, this is what matters. And we've been going through a lot of stuff in the gacha space recently, and it just impacted me even more that there's a lot of people out there that chase material things, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, for me personally, none of it matters, right? I said this in the stream, sometimes you just got to take a moment to look down at your feet, and people are like, what are you on about, bro? Are you looking at your toes? But it was more take a moment to ground yourself, you know, look around you. You know, if you're not with somebody at the moment, take a moment to look around you, experience what you've got, love yourself as well. It doesn't have to be another person. Take a bit of time for yourself, right? Again, not everybody's in a relationship at the moment. Maybe not everybody's got family and friends around them, but you're the most important thing as well. You're with you from the start to the end. Take a moment with yourself. Get together with yourself, that reunion with yourself. Take a moment to sit down. Take a moment to pamper yourself, to look after yourself. And do the same for the ones around you as well, the people you love. Take a moment to look after them, to pamper them, to spend some time, quality time together. I think, especially in this modern world, everything's so fast, and we're always on our phones and computers and consoles that we don't take that extra time to just enjoy the people around us. And when it's gone, and it'll be nothing but a memory then. And this is why we should be taking something from these lyrics for me, because they're so important. And this is not the only music that's done this, but for me in the gacha space, it is. That Arknights has got some gorgeous music, beautiful, some bangers, some relatable stuff, some stuff that just is so emotional in the context of the game. This was special for me because I'm only at Kanto 2, so I haven't experienced this, but I found it so profound, so powerful, and so relatable to me. As I say, this idea of the reunion with somebody, wanting to be around the people you love, wanting to step up for Rosie. And again, the fear that comes with mortality, right? But also the beauty, the shortness of life in itself makes it even more beautiful. And then you look at potentially the universe we live in. We, in this galaxy, might be all there is. And it makes it that bit more special. Yeah, anyway, I just kind of wanted to talk about this. This is... didn't mean to get so deep here today, but these two songs really hit me. And you can see I've still got my... I don't know if you can see, from the hospital. You know, I've still got my stuff from the hospital. So, literally came out yesterday. Everything went well, which is good. I'm just all bandaged up around my stomach now. So it just means that I can't go to the gym for 6 weeks. I can't drive for a week or two. So we'll have plenty of time to make content actually over the coming weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Silver linings, right? Excuse me. My voice is going. I've been trying to drink as much fluids as possible. And yeah, if anything, I've never been impacted so much by two particular songs in a gacha game ever. So thank you, Mili. Thank you, Limbus Company. And thank you to everybody who pointed me towards these songs, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. And as I say, with the context of having surgery, I think that's why I had such a strong reaction to them anyway, which I would have still thought the same things, but because I knew I was going into surgery, literally found out like I'll be going in a couple of days later, about 20 minutes before I listened to them. It made that moment that bit more special. And then, as I say, I just wanted to talk about this because they were going through my head as I was going into surgery, and I didn't expect that. So yeah, pretty big impact those songs have had on me, which is very interesting. I find it really interesting. Didn't expect, right? In this gacha slop genre, sometimes these so-called gacha slot games have some beautiful moments, and I think a lot of them do have some beautiful music as well. There's something special about these two songs that I'll probably carry with me forever now. I just wanted to let you guys know about it. But anyway, I've waffled on long enough. Even thinking about it now, it's making me a little bit emotional. I apologise. But guys, let me know what you think down below as well. What did you think about the songs? And also, let me know about other songs that have maybe profoundly impacted you, that just have, because they're just gorgeous, or potentially with additional context of things that have been going on in your life. You know, you might have been at a point and that song just happened at the perfect moment to really hit you, to really get in there, to really make you think about things. I'd love to know down below. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, guys, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be back for streams, maybe even today after this video is recorded, or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll get to it, but we'll be locking in. I appreciate you anyway, guys. I'll see you later, yeah? Get up.